Hey there, how are you doing? Hey, listen, I just received this morning an email from my oldest son, Bryce, who is currently living in Romania. He's over there serving a mission for 2 years, and he's been out for about 9 months now, 8 months, something like that. And he shot me this email this morning with a specific question that he wanted answered. And I thought this answer to this question might be useful for you as well, right? I don't know where you're at on track with achieving your goals and your dreams, but maybe this will help you get to that next level, as it's my goal and hope that it will help him get the answer that he's seeking. And the question was this: Dad, how can a person increase or improve their determination? Wow. I thought about that this morning, and as I was out driving around, meeting with a couple of my clients, stopping in, shaking hands, those kinds of things, trying to be a practitioner of what I teach. I was out visiting some of my clients today, and I thought, I'm just going to put my phone up here, and off the top of my head, I'm going to answer his question. And so I might have a follow-up video, I might have a thought in the text below where I might, clarify something, but this is just going off the top of my head in terms of an answer around how to increase in determination. All right, so let me back up and let me just share this. Benjamin Bloom, 50 years ago, did some research around the top athletes, actors, business owners, artists, so forth. Of 120 different fields, he interviewed and did some research around the top performers in 120 different fields. And what he discovered in the result of all of his study is that there was only one characteristic that all high achievers have in common, and that was determination. And so determination is really important, right? Because in the old days, many people during pop psychology of the 1970s and 80s, they would say that talent is everything, that if you've got talent, you've got what it takes, you can make it happen. But what he discovered in his research 50 years ago is that it had little to do with talent, that the high achievers, it had more to do with determination. And when they interviewed in this study, they interviewed the parents of these high achievers. You know what the mom and the dad said? The mom and the dad said, hey, no, actually, it was the brother or the sister who actually had the natural gifts and talent, but they didn't use it, right? It was the underdog. It was the brother or the sister that didn't have all the gifts and the talents that actually went to work and worked hard and didn't give up, right? They had a vision for what they were doing. And so, first of all, understand that determination is a central key goal or focus or characteristic of success. In fact, Angela Duckworth recently, from the same university that Dr. Benjamin Bloom was at 50 years earlier, has come out with some research around the word grit, which is similar to determination, right? It's setting a goal and then having the discipline and the focus and the discipline and the determination not to give up until that goal is achieved. So, that said, what would you say, TJ, is the characteristics that it would take for a person to increase in their personal discipline and determination? So here you go, Bryce. This is my answer, and to you that are watching this video, number one, and remember, this is going off the top of my head, but number one is you must have a clear vision and purpose around what your goals are, around what you want in life, about what you're doing. Without a vision, people perish, right? And so you want to make sure, it was Napoleon Hill in his book called Think and Grow Rich that says you got to have a burning desire. Well, that basically states, without saying it, that you clearly know what you want. So number one is that you have a burning desire to achieve something great, that you have ambition, and that you're willing to go after something with full heart and purpose. Catch a vision. That's number one. A deep vision with purpose and meaning. That is vital. Number two, you must clearly identify what it is that you want to achieve. Right? You can't be wishy-washy. You can't kind of say, well, I want to dabble over here and I want to dabble over here, and maybe I'll strike gold. I'll be successful. No. A man with one watch always knows what time it is, but a man with two is never quite sure. Get focused, get determined, and decide, this is what I'm going to do. Draw a line in the sand. But you say, well, I don't know what I really want to do. Well, you know what? You've been saying that for 20 years, or you've been saying that for 5 years, or you've been saying that for 2 years, or you've been saying that for some people for 60 years. Listen, stop thinking about what the perfect, road to success is, and just start taking action on a specific goal that you want to accomplish based on your desires, based on those things that interest you, and go after it with full purpose of heart, a vision. All right, so number one is vision. Number two is get clarity about what you want. Number three is make a decision that you're going to go after it, and that you're going to go after it without giving up. Here's the reality in life, that results take time. So you first let me just back up and say, you want to make a true decision that this is something I'm going to go after. Then number four is you want to prioritize your game plan on what you're going to do first, which leads me to step number 5, which is you've got to take action. Right? This is critical. And to understand that having discipline and achieving your goals requires faith, because you're going to take action and you're not going to see instantaneous success. There's going to be delayed results. And so you've got to be willing. Here's a critical element. You're going to want to be willing to set the goal and take action on it in the absence of evidence that that goal will work. That's faith. Faith is acting on an ideal or a principle without having the evidence to support its truth or to support its fulfillment. The self-fulfilling prophecy states that you think it, you act it, and then you keep acting until you get the results that you're seeking. Now, as you take action, you're gonna run into obstacles, and you say, well, I don't know how to do this, and I don't know how to overcome this. Let me tell you something. You can't even take the appropriate action to achieve your goals unless you're already taking some action, because it's in taking action that you get the best questions that will lead you to the results that you want to achieve. And so understand that there's going to be delayed response when it comes to setting the goal, desiring the goal, and taking action, and then actually achieving the goal or getting results. But here's the beautiful thing that will happen that will keep the determination and motivation alive, and that is creating for yourself, through momentum and through taking action, whether large or small, creating a sense of progress. When you have a goal that you're excited about and you start taking action, and all of a sudden you start getting a little bit of results, whether it's taking you off course or on course or closer to your goal, just results. It gives you a sense of, gives you feedback that gives you a sense of progress. And it's in that sense of progress that you're moving forward, because you keep taking action. And when you hit an obstacle, you turn and you take some more action. You hit an obstacle, you ask a different question, boom, you take another action, boom, you ask another question, you hit another obstacle, boom, boom, boom. You're getting shaped and positioned closer and closer to your end result. That in return creates momentum. That in return creates a sense of progress. And then you just keep taking action. You keep hitting obstacles. You keep failing. And those failings don't become pain, they become pleasure, because you know in your gut that you're making progress. And as long as you're making progress, right, we're not seeking perfection, we're just seeking progress. And as long as you're seeking progress, you're going to see that you will begin achieving the results that you want. All right? So land on a clear vision of what you want, full purpose of heart, right? That's going to be critical. Full purpose. Have purpose and meaning. I call it PAM. Purpose and meaning. You develop the PAM. That will give you the spark of the idea. And then you put a plan together. You decide on what it is you want to do. Prioritize it. You begin chunking it down into small bite-sized pieces. You begin taking action. All of a sudden, you start getting some feedback. You get results. You get a sense of progress. You revert back to the vision that you have. You keep that alive. You stoke that fire, right? Like blowing a fire. You got to get that thing going. You got to get that flame going really, really strong. And then you got to put some logs on it. Real action items. Real goals that have long-lasting effects. And maybe the log doesn't catch fire right away, but if you keep blowing on it, you keep fanning on it through action, through disciplining yourself, all of a sudden that log will catch fire. And then you know what? That log, unlike twigs, that log will burn for hours. Okay? So these are just the simple steps that it will take for you to increase in your determination. And most people just don't even know what they want. Most people aren't moving toward their goals and dreams of what they ultimately want to be doing because out of fear. And so if you'll just start chunking things down into smaller bite-sized pieces, start taking action, you find that you're getting a little bit closer to that goal, you're getting a little bit of a sense of progress, and boom, you're on the road to success. Ian Gray said it the best. He said that the successful are willing to do the things that the unsuccessful are not willing to do. Go do the things that you fear, and the fear will dissipate. All right, I wish you the best. May you unleash your greatness within. Go after your goals and dreams. Step into the fear. You'll realize you're more capable than you think you are right now. All right, I wish you the best.